Welcome to All About TRH, aka All About the Truth. You guys requested we talk my birth story with baby number 4. So on this episode, we get personal and talk baby's arrival, which was March 27th, and what we've been up to since. Hi, Chantel.
Hey, mama.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel weird. I feel like I haven't done a podcast in so long, but I'm pretty sure we did one last Monday.
Yeah, I think right before you went into labor the night
I
before, you
know.
were like, let's get one in.
Yeah, but then I listened to Chantel's podcast. I'm shocked she did one without me, and I was like, "Wait, this is kinda better than when it's with me."
No,
And
that is
so
not true. And
totally
people,
true.
no, and people kept saying, like, they're like, you did good, but we miss Roxanne. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Everything I saw said, "That was so good," and they were popping you out, so
Oh, thanks, guys.
great
Stop
job,
it.
great job, Chantel, but, like, calm down, don't try to get a podcast without me or something.
Oh, no, first of all, like, after I couldn't breathe, I was like, "What the hell was that?" Because, like, I was on one, like, the way I was talking usually I talk fast with you, but, like, this was, like, a, 15-minute of just, like, fast, fast, fast. It was a lot, I will say.
There was one part where you were like you made a noise and you do
I was,
that
like,
and you were like
choking.
yeah, you were choking, you made a noise and you were like, Roxanne would have been like, "What was that?" And that's exactly immediately when you made that noise, I'm like, "What was that?" And you said it and I was like, "Oh god." So, that was scare. Don't ever do that. I would cut
I
that
know,
part out
and then, like,
next
then I was,
time.
like, lazy to, like, not cut it out, so I'm like, "It's fine."
I know. Today, Chantel came over and that was a nice surprise. She called me and I didn't answer, and then all of a sudden she's at my front door.
Well, no, first of all, like, your garage door, you have, like, this, like, lock, the key code, and I know
Oh,
it. And it wasn't working, so I was, like, knocking, and I feel like one of your kids was trying to say they heard something, but, like, you weren't paying attention to them, and so then I had to run
oh.
all the way to the front for you to, like, really, like, pay attention.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you came over because it's nice to get company because I'm slowly dying here. So it's nice. Guess
Talk
what,
to us
guy?
about it.
Well, I am, but my kids don't have school.
Oh my god, no, no one cares, no one
No, I know.
cares.
But I'm just saying, like, they're on spring break and their spring break started. So I gave birth on Wednesday. Their spring break started Thursday. So they're all out this week. And I love my kids so much. But, I expected at least to have a couple of hours, to myself every day with the new baby. And this house has been chaotic. It's
Yeah.
been very, very chaotic to say the least. Chantel saw it and even my daughter was at one of my daughters was at gymnastics with her dad, and Chantel was still like, "Oh my god,"
Yeah, I was there for, like, an hour and 10 minutes, I was like, "Okay, time to leave."
I know, which was so nice. But a lot of you guys asked me to talk about my birth story and just talk about giving birth and what happened. And I'm pretty sure this is the last time I'm going to give birth. So it's bittersweet. But I actually was due in April and I
On
had
my birthday.
yeah, and I had IUGR, which basically, I mean, I'm not like I don't know. Basically, I have small babies sometimes, and when my this baby Elle, we'll talk about her name. She was the third percentile, which is so low. But I will tell you, my kids are always like low on everything because like they're little. So my doctor told me like, if your baby's not growing much in there, then we're just gonna have to take her out because she'll grow more when she's out. So
Yeah,
I
because is
knew,
isn't IUGR basically saying, like, it's growth restricted, like, she's not gonna
yeah,
grow anymore? Okay, yeah.
yeah. I had it with my second daughter, not my first. I went 41 weeks with my first. It was the most miserable experience of my life. I told everyone I was going to be 2 weeks early because my mom was 2 weeks early with me. Wow, what a joke. Yeah, that didn't happen. And then with my second, I had IUGR. So I also got induced. And then with Jack, I took some castor oil, so I induced myself, and it was a very, very, very fast delivery, but with no epidural, which sucked. And then with this one, so I went in Tuesday evening, and I had her Wednesday morning. And I don't know, like I mean, the experience. I actually was so much more nervous this time, just because I think when it's scheduled, you're like kind of scared and whatnot. So I was way nervous. My husband, yeah, he was there. I honestly told him, I was like, "I kinda want Chantal here."
Yeah, she, like, called me at one point and she was like, "Do you wanna come?" I'm like, "No, I'll come
Yeah.
tomorrow to visit the baby."
Yeah, she didn't wanna be there. My husband actually, like, has, like, a bowling league with his brothers, and he was like, "Do you care if I go since, like, we know you're not gonna give birth the next day?" And I was like, "Please go, I wanna be by myself." Is that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, but, like, it's you know what, I get it though sometimes, like, like, sometimes it might be more anxious to have people in the room than it is to not have someone
Well,
in the
I
room.
just knew the induction was gonna take a little bit of a process and stuff because they started it off with a pill and then then they'll give you Pitocin. So they weren't gonna give me Pitocin until, like, he got
The
back. So it was
morning,
like
right?
yeah, well, like, it was, like, around 1 a.m. or something, so they weren't gonna start it. But yeah, I got the Pitocin, which I know all this is so bad for you and all that stuff. It sucks, but there's nothing like the feeling of being confident in your own skin. That's why I have to tell you about today's sponsor, OneSkin. Their product makes it easy to keep your skin healthy while looking and feeling your best. No complicated routine, no multiple step protocols, just simple, scientifically validated solutions. The secret is OneSkin's proprietary OS01 peptide. It's the first ingredient proven to switch off the aging cells that cause lines, wrinkles, and thinning skin, and they've got several studies to back it up. I've been using their product for a while now and I'm hooked. But don't just take my word on it. OneSkin has over 4,000 five-star reviews and were recognized by Fast Company as one of the most innovative brands in 2024. The best part is I've been using it for the last few months and haven't gotten any irritations or breakouts, and my face looks tighter, and it's been a must-have to make it through the dry winter air. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started today with 15% off using code TRH at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code TRH. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. It was crazy because I kinda got scared this time. I've had my kids not naturally, like, what, vaginally, I'm sorry, TMI, with all of them, but I did get nervous because they were like, "Every time you get a contraction, your baby's heart rate is going down," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, if I get a C-section for my last kid, like, I'm gonna be pissed," you
And you know
know?
what's weird is because, like, I mentioned it to you, like, I don't know why I said it, and then even, like, that morning, I woke up at 5 in the morning, and you had, like it was, like, 5:30, and you had texted our group chat and saying, like, "Your, water broke on its own,"
Oh,
and I was like
yeah.
and then I was like, "Okay, that's good," like, and I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again at 7:30, and then you still didn't have the baby, and then, like, I was like, "Okay, like, it's fine, her water just broke," but then I think, like, around, like, 10:30, I had texted Jacob, and he wasn't answering me, and then, like, my sister and I, Chloe, were like, "Dude, what if she has a C-section?" I'm like, "No, there's no way," but I don't know
Oh my
why, like, I had a weird
gosh.
feeling that you were gonna have one, but then, like, obviously you didn't, so, like, thank God, but,
Well,
yeah, it
because
was weird that we kept, like not we kept saying
yeah.
it, but we had said it, like, in the last, like, day of you, like, giving birth.
Well, my water broke on its own. Usually it always or the first 2, they had to like break my water. I forgot how they did it, but they had to do it. So I remember I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm like leaking everywhere." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't have the epidural yet." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." And they were like they like tested and they were like, "Oh no, your water broke." So usually when your water breaks, like a couple hours later you typically have the baby. So I that was another reason I thought I was gonna have a C-section because it broke around 3 a.m. or something. So, when it was like 9 a.m. and I still didn't have the baby, I was like, "What the hell, dude?" And then I kept seeing the heart rate on the monitor and I was like, "Oh my gosh." But no, I didn't, thank God. And so at 11 a.m., I was like, "Okay, the baby needs to come out. Like the baby needs to come out." Well, my doctor was in his office. He wasn't at the hospital. So I call like the hospital staff and I'm like, I need to push this baby out. It's coming out. And they were like, okay. They were like, just, let's call your doctor. So the thing about doctors, Chantel, is like they low key lie. I have a great doctor, by the way, but or maybe the hospital was lying, but I was like, where is he? Where is he? And they were like, oh, yep, he's gonna be coming through the door
I
soon,
just I'm just so
Yeah.
baffled. I'm like, they told you to wait. Like, they're like, wait till your doctor comes, but you're like, no, like I need to push. Like I'm feeling the urge to push. Like,
Yeah.
and you waited. Like you
I
waited.
waited. I waited almost an hour. I literally waited. And I just felt every single contraction and I just kept calling them back to come in and I was like, "You guys, like I need to start pushing." Then it was like 11:55 or something and I was like, "All right, I don't care. I'm going to push. So I don't need this doctor. I'm going to push cuz and then I kept seeing her heart rate go down and every time I had a contraction. So I'm like, I need to push. So as I'm about to start pushing, guess who walks in? My doctor. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay, nice of you to join us. And he is like, so, I like, I do my first push and they were like, oh my God, the head's out. And he's like, all right, but don't push right away. Let's breathe, get 5 breaths. And I was like, I didn't even say a word until I was so quiet. Jacob was looking at me like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't need to breathe. And I pushed. You guys, this literally was like a total of 18 seconds. I pushed and then the baby came out. And
Roxanne is notorious for literally pushing less than like 8 minutes each kid, and her kid's out. So it's like wild. But
yeah, no.
this was a record for your four.
And maybe because of the fact that it's been like, I was like waiting for an hour or something. But when he told me to like breathe 5 times, I almost knocked him out. And I was like, I'm not breathing 5 times. Like, get it out of me. So, yeah, that was my birthing story. And you know what the worst part of giving birth was for me, though, Chantal?
What?
The hospital stay.
Yeah, I you die more than anyone that I know. But like I'm sure everyone's like ika, like or the word is like we say ika, but it's like, where you're how do you even explain it? Where you're just like
You just feel like you just want to be home.
miserable, like you're feeling
Yeah.
uncomfortable, you just want to leave, You're feeling
Oh
like you
my
just like that
gosh.
anxiousness feeling of just like wanting to get out.
Yeah, so, thank God, no tears, no nothing. I got, like I took, like, a shower, I switched over the rooms, and the room, like, was kinda, I don't know. The room was not the best, and hospital food is not good, so it's like, I don't want hospital food. It's not me being bougie, I just wanna be home, like, I don't need the help, like, it's my 4th round. I don't know. Thank God you came because it's my 4th kid. I don't wanna expect anyone to come see me at the hospital. I don't really and honestly, like, you feel gross. So when Chantel came, it killed a lot of time. And then my dad also came, which they were like catching up and stuff. And I don't know, I was just so happy that you came because it killed time and I hate being in the hospital. There's no one who hates it more than me.
And I was like telling her, I was like, just watch a show, like watch this, like do that, like
I
this
did
is your
watch
time
The
to be
Valley.
yeah, like this is your time to be away from like your other kids, like, like use it. But like no, I feel you. Like you think anybody wants to be in that in that no one does.
Well, actually, the nurse told us that people will get discharged and they still won't leave and they'll say they don't have a ride. And I'm like, ew, why? And they said that they'll, like, order all the hospital food, and they were like, "I don't know why they'd wanna eat this hospital food," and I was like, "Me either." Like, the people called me, and they literally were like, "Are you gonna order food?" I'm like, "I don't want food. I don't want this, like, I don't want this food. I don't want you to waste it." But you came, and my kids did come for, like, my in-laws brought my kids, and they came, and they saw the baby, and it was really sweet, and it was cute, but I just wanted to go home.
And you did. You woke up like I think the next day right away. You got it's 24 hours, right? And they discharged you right
Yeah.
at the 24th hour.
Well, no, I mean, not exactly the 24th hour, but I was gonna make it happen. So I called my nurse and I said, "You need to call my doctor and let him get the discharge papers ready in 2 hours."
Well,
I
well, can we talk about what you did for Jack, her third? Like Roxanne left before she could. Like she had to sign all these papers.
Oh, yeah, which
like
is
you
so annoying, yeah.
Yeah, like, because Roxanne's like, "I'm not staying here anymore." So, like, they had to, like, sign the papers that they're leaving at their own will or something, I don't even know, but,
Yeah, we
like,
did
that's
do
how
that.
impatient she
Well, because my
was.
husband's terrible too, so, like, he hates the hospital as well. So, yeah, that was bad. That was definitely us being really impatient, but, um yeah, I don't know, I just felt so good. Well, my doctor, by the way, I went and I told the nurse, my husband called the office and was like, "Please tell him, to come in." And I texted him. I got his number from my cousin and I texted him and I was like, "Hey, please make sure the discharge papers are ready in an hour." He's like, "I know, I heard you wanna leave." And I was like, "Yeah." So, I did leave and Yeah, oh wait, let's talk about the baby name. So me and my husband we didn't have the baby name until literally they called me the day that I was released, the birth certificate. And we still did, and I was like, can you call me back? Because I still don't know. But I compromised with him because my husband he's very Jersey. He loves names like Bella, I don't know if he'll like Gianna, but, like, just any names with an A at
Sophia.
the end. Yeah, Sophia, an A at the end, and they are gorgeous, beautiful names. I just am a basic biatch who likes just, like, uh, Charlie, Sloan, Jack. I'm basic as can be. So, we could not agree to names, and he also wanted to name, like, our kids everything, like, all our cousins have named their kids these names, and he
Yeah,
wanted
he
to
was
name
you
them it.
guys, he was, like, obnoxious. Like, called me the night they called me that night, and, like, I think I was on the phone with you guys for an hour and a half, like, trying
Yeah.
to get one of you guys to compromise. I'm like, "Why am I doing this? Like, why am I even in this conversation right now?"
Yeah, my husband's an attorney, it's so annoying, so, like, she was, like, fighting with him the whole time, and she's like, "Alright, I'm hanging up," like, "I'm hanging
Literally, I
up."
was like, "I'm done. Like, let's wake up tomorrow and you guys let's see again where you guys are at."
And she
Because
was
you
like,
guys
"Why
all
do
know
you wanna
too.
name" she's like, "Why do you wanna name 'em everything that our cousins have named their kids?"
It's like, "I don't see them." I'm like, "Well, we do. Like, we don't need to have these 2 names that we
I
know."
swear, so weird. My cousin just named her kid Liv, and he was like, "I really like the name Liv." I'm like, "Pennell just named her kid that," and he's like, "I don't care," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Well, he said all the names. Like, it's like he like, low key was you guys, he was doing it to, like, get us mad.
Yeah, he really was. Like, "I just gave birth, like, stop it." And then at the end, I get what I want. So it's like, why did we go through that, you know? Why did we go through that? We ended up saying so we were gonna name her, either like, my top names were Elle, Reese, or Shiloh. I love
No, Margot
Shiloh.
too.
Oh, Margot too. I mean, no, he, like, literally said no to Margot, like, he was like, "That's not happening." And, Shiloh is what I wanted to name Jack, he refused. So, it was between those, and he loves the nickname Shy, so I was like, "We can call her Shy," and, like, he kinda thought about it, and then he was like, "No," and he's like, "Listen, I know you like the name Elle," and he's like, "And we'll call her Elle, but I just want her certificate to say Ella." So, I was so drained about this, and I was just like, "You know what?" And then, he's like, "I can't imagine naming my kid Reese because Reese Pieces," like,
Oh,
he's like,
yeah, he would not be quiet about Reese Pieces.
yeah, it
I'm
was
like,
so weird, and he said all the kid because we call my daughter Sloan Sloaney, and he's like, "Why do we call," we all got used to calling her it, including him, and he's like, "I know we're gonna call Reese Reese, and I don't like that." So I was like, "You care way too much." And so, we ended up that night with Ella Reese, and then the next day, he woke up and he was like, his top name, he's wanted to name my daughter Charlie Sophia. He wanted to name Sloan Sophia. That is his number one name. And we were actually going to name Charlie L, but then his friend named their daughter Ella, and he was like, "I can't do it." So, Chantal I think we talked about it, Chantal made a blanket that said L and everything for Charlie because we literally thought that was going to be her name. So the next day he wakes up and he's like, "All right, we'll do L, and then the middle name could be Sophie." And I was like, "Okay, thank you."
"Wait,
And
Sophie or Sophia?"
it's Sophie.
"What?
It's not Sophia. It's L Sophie Bahri.
Why is it Sophie? He doesn't li where the heck did Sophie come from?"
I don't like names that end with an A.
It was a middle
So
name, you crazy.
I know, but like I don't like it. Like my daughter's name Charlie Rose,
I
Sloan
actually do like
Catherine.
Sophie for, like, even the first name.
Yeah, I mean, but I just couldn't do it no matter what. I just couldn't do it. And I just like Elle. We can call her Ellie, and I think it's pretty and it's basic and it's me.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Oh my god, are people still listening to this? Because
I
I just
know.
spoke.
I hope you
Are
guys are interested in this, but you did get a lot of people wanting to know your birth story,
I
and you know what?
know.
I am a type of girl that, like, I'll watch them on YouTube, like, those vlogs, like, not the actual birth, but, like, I love when girls talk about their birth stories, like, I don't know why, sometimes it's so interesting to me, so I'm sure people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's, like, not that interesting to me right now, though, because I've literally, like, went through it with you, so, like, I know everything you're about to say, but people will like it.
Yeah, let us know. I'm so sorry because I feel like I just spoke quite a bit. It's been how many days now? 4 days, 5 days?
No, it's about to be oh, yeah, yeah, it's been 6 days. It's
No,
gonna
because
be a week.
I had the baby on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, so
It's
5.
Monday. Yeah. So I've been home and my baby is really tiny, dude. Like
Oh, yeah,
she
she was 5 pounds, like 9 ounces, right?
yeah, okay, wow. Thank you. She's
Roxanne
yeah.
also didn't know that, like, if your baby's, like, 5 pounds and 15 ounces, that it's literally right next to 6 pounds. Like, she didn't know 16 ounces made a pound.
All right, we didn't have to say that. But yeah, I didn't know that. I
No,
did not
Roxanne
know that.
literally is a mom, like, at the hospital, you look at her and you think that she's never had a child before, but she's had 4, and you're like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, no, it's
I'm like,
been
Your baby's throwing up right now
I know.
in the little crib.
I'm
Like,
like,
do you wanna get
whatever.
her?"
No, but I'm, like, super laid back, but too like, I'm too laid back, and it's scary.
Yeah.
It's really, really scary. It shouldn't be this way, but she's so tiny, you guys. Like her legs are bones, and I'm scared. When I look, I'm like, I'm scared to hold this kid, and I can't wait till she like gains like 2 or 3 pounds. I'll feel so much better. So, yeah, but she's been home and I stayed home on Easter with just her. My husband took all three of the kids to my mom's and then to his grandma's. And it was so depressing.
Aw, that's sad.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "Oh, well, like, be with your newborn," and I'm like, "But she's just sleeping," and, I mean, I guess I can catch up on sleep, but I don't like being home, so
Maybe you coulda went to, like, a hotel room with her.
that is the scariest thing you could ever suggest. Literally the scariest thing. I started organizing, to be honest,
There
and
you go.
yeah, what'd you do for Easter?
We had brunch at my brother's house, and then we went to my husband's grandma's at night.
Did you like them?
Yeah, of course I like them, silly.
I'm totally kidding.
But I just think, like, holidays are, like, not as fun as they used to be, and it's maybe, like, we're in that in between stage of, like, like, we're over it, and then, like, we also don't have kids yet, so, like, it's
I
just,
think
like,
that's
another day.
why.
Yeah, it's just, like, another day. I mean, like, we, like, did an Easter egg hunt for my nieces and nephews, but it's just, like and, like, I'll play with them and stuff, but it's just, like, an exhausting day, and, like, I'm sure it's even more exhausting for you guys who have kids, but at least, like, with
I
the
just
kids, like,
can't
it's
wait for
fun.
you to have a kid.
Yeah.
You're telling Chantel today that her firstborn's gonna be a boy, and Chantel was like, "God wouldn't do that to me." She said, "God wouldn't do that to me."
You guys,
And
don't be saying that. People are gonna go crazy on me. Healthy
well,
baby is all that matters.
of course, but gender disappointment is a real thing. So, I mean, I don't think anything's wrong when of course, want a healthy baby, but you want a certain sex and you'll immediately get over it. You guys, when I found out Jack was a boy, I was like, there's no way I'm a girl mom. Like, I'm not going to have a boy. I am obsessed with my son, Jack. Like, I love him so much. I'm so obsessed with him. And,
He was being
so
good today. I like him.
okay, he's not, like, bad. He's a good
No,
baby.
he's scarred me a couple times.
No, he's so good. He just
Yeah,
didn't
cause like,
sleep at night.
he listens to, like, everything you say, honestly. I was like, "Go in the kitchen." He, like, was like, "Okay." He, like, goes.
Yeah, no, it's my second child that I promise is gonna be the death of me, like, 100%. Whether it's a boy or girl, the second child is just be prepared if you don't have that because I'm scared every day from her, so but she's, like, the most caring, and she plays with Jack, and she's the best, but, they're just different breeds, but Chantel thought that, she said God wouldn't do that to her, so, we'll see. We'll see if she's gonna end up having a boy or a girl.
And
We're
I'm not pregnant. I'm not going to be for a while, though, so
Yeah, Chantel wants to wait a year, and I'm in her ear every day, like, "Please just get
even
pregnant. Please just
more.
get pregnant." Even more, Chantel?
Yeah. But I'm gonna do
Is
this fertility test that I got at home so we can just, like, make sure everything's okay, you guys. Because my age is not working for us.
Yeah, well, the reason she's doing that is because she knows that she wants to wait, but she's like, "Let me if I'm gonna wait though, like, let me make sure that everything's okay." And I think the girls from Summer House took it one time. I
Yeah,
know we
yeah, I
watched
think
an
we did
episode.
we talk about this?
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah, they actually did. Yeah, you're right on that episode. They took one because Amanda wasn't, like, getting her period, which is very alarming.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay. It is, yeah. So I'm like and so you have to take it, like, on the 3rd day of your period or something?
Yeah.
So you have some time, but I was and it's crazy because I sent her a TikTok because you know me, I'm obsessed with TikTok, and I was like, "Hey, like, I know you're waiting, but can you take this?" Because it's just scary. We know so many people who just struggle, and it scares us, so
Yeah, and if anyone if you guys are struggling, we'll pray for you because I really feel bad, so bad for people.
I know, I swear, it's very, very scary. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else that we're just gonna give you guys a personal story of my birth story, and I'm doing well, to be honest. I know a lot of you guys asked and said like hope you're doing well. A lot of you guys were like you know, you take a break, Roxanne, and I'm good, you guys. I'm good. So
Yeah, she was like already on a treadmill today. I'm like, get over it. Like you're fine. You don't not need to be doing that. Like let's be nourishing our bodies and like drink bone broth and like being good to yourself.
I will say, you guys, I was made to have kids in the sense that, like, I came home, did laundry, cleaned my house. Like, I'm not the type of person who just sits down and is like, which is like annoying because then my husband like looks at me and he's like, "You're good, you're fine." So I'm like, "Ugh, I should like pretend like, you know, it's been crazy or whatever." But I mean, obviously, it's like tiring in the middle of the night and all that stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to walk because I'm stuck in the house. So,
Is that
and
why?
I mean, I gained 50 pounds too, dude. It's not like I gained 10 pounds and say like, well, whatever. So, you know, why not?
Yeah, and especially at 5 pounds is only her. Whoa, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm like, especially if 5 pounds was only for her. Like, whoa, but I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh, I
Like all the
know,
fluids and stuff like
literally.
that.
Yeah, the smallest thing in the entire world. So,
She's really cute though. So
she
we're
is,
happy for you, Roxanne.
yeah, she's like like light. She's like blonde, like facial hair, not like facial hair, but like like blonde fuzzies. And I'm like, where did this kid come from?
Oh, I know because you're totally not light.
Yeah, I'm exotic, thank you. You're exotic, so it is what it
I
is.
don't think I'm exotic. I think you're exotic.
Oh, really? You don't think you're exotic?
No, no, I do. I definitely look ethnic.
Yeah, what would you say, like, that you are then if you're not exotic?
No, no, I'm kidding. I do think I look ethnic.
Yeah, I think Chantel's over this. She's heard everything that we've talked about. I've been on the phone with her multiple times,
Oh,
so
I'm like scrolling Instagram now and I see that Jackson, like, Brittany were spotted together. So we'll talk about that probably on our episode of The Valley. If you guys want
y
to listen to Roxanne tell us her thoughts on the newest episode coming up.
I just want you guys to know I love the Valley because I think it's very relatable.
So even like the last episode, you like loved it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Jax is doing the most for the show purposes, but yeah, I still liked it.
Do you think it's like fake? Like, do you think they're really like orchestrating a lot of it?
I mean, like, I do think like Jax with Kristen's boyfriend and like getting so involved in her wanting to be pregnant
It's for
and
the
like
show.
yeah, like he's like, let me look, I need something, which is so stupid because at the end of the day, she is 40. So it is like a concern at 40 years old. Like it's hard to get, and so many people who are struggling to get pregnant. So if she wants to get pregnant, like let her get pregnant.
Oh, 100%. Like I don't like I mean I said it in my show thing. Like it's like we're
Oh, your
happy
show, mama.
in
Calm
my
down.
episode.
Her show, you guys. She's leaving me. She's leaving me. What is this?
Who wants to join? Huh?
Oh, who wants to join too? You're gonna get a different co-host?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
I've
Oh
heard
my
I've
god.
I've heard we wanted to take someone else's show too.
Okay, well, our show does pretty fine, so I think we're good. I think we're good, and we can talk about anything. It's fun.
Exactly. But I
Well,
think that's it. I mean, is there anything else you want to say
oh,
about your birth story?
no, no. There's not. I mean, I don't. Is anyone still listening to this? 'Cause I'm scared.
Literally. Please
I'm
let us
scared.
know.
Yeah, if you made it to the end, you guys are loyal, and I appreciate you so much, and I love
the
you.
the password is Taylor Swift. Let us know.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, no, you made it to the end if you say Taylor Swift. Okay. Um, But yeah, that's all we have. We'll be back with the Valley and with what else is on? Oh, I didn't watch Potomac. Chantal, you aren't watching Potomac either, aren't you? I mean, I'm
Oh my god.
watching it.
No, I like I'm gonna watch it because I just caught up on there's like been nothing on you guys. Like I swear Bravo's been boring as shit. But so like it's kind of a little nice, but then I caught up all the way with Married to Medicine. I'm on the reunion right now and I
So good.
loved it. So good.
Yeah.
Um and so yeah, like so Potomac will be next. Should we do the reunion for Potomac?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm down to
And
do that this week. And then we'll do Summer House
I just
and the
want you guys
Valley.
to know today I finished buying Beverly Hills. It is so good. It is better than Real Houses of Beverly Hills. I promise. Like that's how I felt watching it. So I
I
definitely
loved
want to.
it.
Oh my god, so good. So if you are on Netflix, Chantal said season 1 wasn't that good. It looked like they were making fake storylines and stuff. This to me it was so good and I'm sad it's over.
Yeah, like, to me, like and it's, like it's so crazy, especially Alexia. Alexia is Kyle's twin, by the way, like, her mannerisms, everything she does is literally Kyle, but she's grown so much even from the last season.
I don't think so, by the
Well,
way.
really? Like, even the way she does, like, her like, you know how Kyle does this, like, weird, like, arm stretch? Like, I don't even know how like, it's like will put her arms out where she's, like I don't even know, but, like, Alexia does the same thing. It's so crazy. Like, they are twins to me. But she's come such a long way, like, she's very mature, like, the way they talk her is very, like, respectful.
She definitely looks like she'd be a black sheep and she is the second kid.
Oh, that's so I feel bad, though, like, it's like, why do you think she looks like she'd be the black sheep, though? I don't get those vibes from her.
She just seems very different than Farrah and Sophia.
I did not think Sophia was gonna be the way she is now from watching her over
Yeah.
these years.
Yeah,
She
she's
did a glow up.
yeah, she did do a glow up. She really cares. Yeah, that's nice. She's pretty though, and yeah.
They're
Uh,
all very gorgeous to
yeah,
me.
beautiful. Yeah. So we'll talk about that too then on like our next episode when we talk about the Valley. We can also talk about buying Beverly Hills.
Okay, I'm down because
Oh wait, we haven't talked about Summer House either. We need to do that.
Oh, the last episode, it was so good too. Did you watch it?
I sure did. I watched it in the hospital. I was so
Oh,
bored.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then we'll double up on Summer House.
Yeah, well, again, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to follow us on All About Terry H podcast. Support us on Patreon. We do 2 extra episodes there, as well as ad-free episodes. But we love you guys, and thank you so much for the well wishes and everything. Saw them all, did our best to respond to everything. So thank you, and have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Frangiola, and I'm the host of your new favorite podcast, Cover to Cover. Each week on Cover to Cover, I scour the world's newspapers to bring you the craziest stories in fashion, music, pop culture, food, you name it, we give you the comedy angle on all of it. If this sounds up your alley, listen to Cover on the iHeart app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.